Now, the plot by opposition politicians to form a coalition that will challenge the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, to unseat incumbent President Bola Tinubu appears to have slowed down. The platform to be used for the coalition will be the major decision that needs to be made if things are to progress faster. The success of the coalition will depend on the individuals involved, making sacrifices required to ensure the campaign against President Bola Tinubu's re-election succeeds. Observers say with a coalition composition largely made up of opposition politicians and aggrieved members of the ruling party who have lost out in the power equation, and with its sole aim to win power, there was a chance that it could derail from its objectives. This has raised concerns among many Nigerians and political watchers whether the coalition plan to unseat the current administration is driven by the interest of the nation or rather to actualize personal ambition and interest. Well, joining us on the show this morning to discuss the way forward for the coalition is Umar Ardo, Convener, League of Northern Democrats. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the program today.
Morning. Thank you very much.
Well, good morning, and thank you for joining us. Well, what would you say is the state of the coalition politics, the coming together of coalition politicians? There was a National Political Consultative Forum recently. We saw delegates from Jigawa fighting over who should speak for them. The coalition has not even yet crystallized. They are already fighting among themselves over who should speak, over which political party they should form. Do you think this coalition will stand, or is just, an effort in futility, particularly in terms of stated objectives?
Okay, thank you. I think the coalition will stand. At the formative stage, usually you have these hiccups, but over time, they will shape up. And basically, the coalition is in place, but it's just divided on the basis of ideology. Well, when I say ideology, I mean approach, how to approach the politics. Predominant members and even leaders of the coalition are in support of fusing into an existing political party. And another group, which I belong, are in support of registering a whole new political party. This is actually where things stand. And I don't know what the ultimate decision will be by the leaders and key stakeholders and movers of the coalition. But we insist from our side that our approach of establishing a new political party by the coalition, the entire coalition, is the best way to approach this transitional politics, and it is, for me, almost certain of victory. So why not? If we look at the statistics, you will see that nearly less than 38%, they say, I think, voted the president who is in power. And less than 38% of the Nigerian registered voters actually went to the polls itself. So it means that the vast majority of those that are interested in shaping their political life by going to register. You don't go and register. Registration in Nigeria to vote is not compulsory. So when you have over 90 million people to voluntarily go and do the registration, it tells you that they want to participate in the political process. But when it comes to election, in which they should express this political participation, you will see that less than 38% go to the polls. Why? It means that the political platforms on the ground are not sufficient enough to give these large number of Nigerians the base to express themselves. And that is what informed some of our views that we need to register a new political party. Because political party running, establishment of structures and this and that, they cost enormous amount of money. Many of those that are interested do not have the means to do that. So they will have to now, why, if you ask me, I cannot go and say, I mobilize people and register a political party because the records are too many. But if the entire coalition, the opposition, comes together and in a coalition and say, this is what we want to do. We want to register a new political party. And besides, the coalition had by itself set up two committees, one to fuse into another political party and one to register another political party. And both committees submitted their reports. So the argument of those who are saying, let us fuse into another political party is not very strong at all. Okay. So this and so many other reasons why I believe if we are able to give it the right approach and take the right decision, we will be able to put up a strong opposition that will defeat incumbency anytime.
The question on a lot of people's minds is how are you going to stop, or how do you intend to stop history from repeating itself? Several people are saying we've seen a coalition come into power before, but what was the outcome? What was the result? Inevitably, it led us 10 years later to where we are today. It's a union of strange bedfellows, number one. Number two, we just had the APC publicity secretary, national publicity secretary on the program, and he was saying these opposition leaders, they have nothing to offer. And in the rhetoric, the dominant rhetoric we hear from some of the leaders, members of the opposition, it's usually, it's personal attacks, personal abuse from one person to the other, and so forth. But we're not really seeing a cohesive manifesto or a cohesive communication where agenda is concerned as to what this coalition is really offering Nigerians. How will you stop history from repeating itself?
Thank you very much. I am glad I'm a historian. So to stop history from repeating itself is to learn from its lessons. History gives us lessons. And if we learn from this lesson and adjust, we will not repeat it. So the basic problem of what happened, the coalition, the coming together and the formation of the APC and the poor result that came out was because probably the intent and the actual delivery of what was intended by the formulators of the coalition has not materialized. It's because those who took over did not even understand, and they went ahead and did what they wanted to do. So by this, I'm talking to you maybe in parable. That is to say, we conceived. Some of us came to conceive the formation of the APC and President Buhari's fourth contest, which made it possible to succeed. And after his success, they ran away with the whole thing, and many of those who played the critical role in bringing this success into fruition were not even talked to. So you find yourself with this have views why we want things happen, but we cannot make it happen all by ourselves. So we need to bring so many others to make things happen, and then you bring so many others and things happen, and those who formulated it are not even considered. So this is the basic problem, why we fail where we have failed.
Okay, but the truth is, you just made the point clear that this is just another coalition of disgruntled politicians that didn't get their way.
Not at all.
No, but I'll prove it to you.
Not at all. They are quite distinct.
And I'll prove it to you.
Okay. Go ahead.
You said with your own mouth that you people formed the APC. Yes. But because it didn't favor you in the end, some people hijacked it. You want to now go and form another coalition and
No,
cannibalize.
I didn't use the word favor.
Wait a minute. No, I'm using that word now.
Hijack. You are using so many words.
No, I'm using the word.
My words.
Please, I'm using the word. Those are my words, and I take full responsibility for them. It's because it didn't go in your favor, and you felt some other people have taken the party. That's why you say, let us now look for another coalition of this grunt-toed politics. No, it's my word. It's my word now. Let me land, sir.
It's not about party. It's about governance. It's about governance,
sir,
not party. I don't want you to mix it.
Would you respect? It is a political party that gets elected into government and governs. So all of you from the former flock, let me make my point and you can respond to it. For the former flock that feel disgruntled, even as much as people that served in Buhari government, this same APC government, now feel disgruntled and feel Tinubu is the enemy because he got the golden fleece. He's Jason now. So is it not about your selfish interests as politicians over the people's interest? Because what you have just presented to me is a bunch of politicians that is in it for themselves. And that's what the people feel.
Okay. I take your view. Go ahead. Okay, I take your view. But let me tell you. In the first place, I have never been a member of the APC. Never. Not for a single day. And in the second place, I have always criticized the government of APC from its inception. Two issues. One, it could be personal for that selfish interest that you are talking about. And two, for the fact on the ground, which is things are going bad. So it is because things are going bad that we say, let us fix them. And in one aspect, we succeeded in getting incumbency removed so that we put a regime that could fix the problem. What was the problem in 2015? Or from 2011, insecurity, corruption, and the economy going down. So if you say insecurity, basically it was Boko Haram issue. And Boko Haram is in the northeast, enclave in the northeast. And we have on the ground a former governor in the northeast who we would say knows the politics of Boko Haram or religious politics in that constituency, former head of state. And then who has been persistently contesting, and who has been having large supporters. Now, if you now come and say, after three failures, say, look, if we can build on this, your three failures, and put this for the fourth contest, and you win, you can fix these things. Okay. And besides, who has not spoken well of him? We have seen President Obasanjo read not my will. Obasanjo put so much encomium. Read General Tiwa Danjuma's book, so much encomium, so many things. We were in the university, we saw war against indiscipline and anti-corruption. So these are the impetuses that came together and said, let us fix this thing. Right. So our intention was genuine, was good.
Your intention was genuine, was good. Those words are duly noted. Thank you so much for your time and your contribution to this conversation.